Welcome back to Late Night. We're here with Maude Apatow. You can tell from the audience reaction whenever I mention the show Euphoria. This has a very fervent fan base. Is it fun to be a part of something that people are paying so much attention to?
It's so crazy. I can't even believe it. Like, every day I'm like on Instagram and people make these super like intricate edits and drawings and like, it's so amazing. So yeah, thank you guys.
Have you had, you know, obviously you have your professional life on camera. With your downtime, I know that you like to and celebrate the reality show world.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really do.
You went to the Bachelor mansion.
I did go to the Bachelor mansion, and Colton photobombed me.
Really?
Like, that wasn't even, he just jumped in the back. I didn't even realize.
You were just taking a photo without knowing that Colton was there?
But I'm so obsessed with reality TV. I went to the Bachelor mansion and sat in the control room for a rose ceremony, and it was the coolest thing ever.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Is it super tense? Is there a lot of chatter in the control room during a rose ceremony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much more, and I was just like loving every second. It was like more fun to be in the control room.
Well, I would imagine, because I would imagine in that case you've got like tight cameras on like all the faces.
Yeah.
So you
they're
can just see
talking
them
about them, and it's so, yeah, it was crazy. But I'm a big 90 Day Fiancé fan.
Okay, great.
That's my favorite.
And have you connected with any of the 90 Day Fiancés?
This is my most horrible trait, is like, so like the other week we were like celebrating Euphoria, and I'll have like one drink, and then I think it's a great idea for me to message the 90 Day Fiancé cast on Instagram every time. So.
And what sort of messages do you send them on?
I just hope they're okay.
Okay.
Like, I just get so worried and like stressed, and I'll be watching it and I'm like kind of drunk, and I'll just be like, oh no, like I need to check in. Like, I know this was shot like, what, 4 months before. Like, well, I just need to maybe check in, see how they're doing.
And do you hear back from them?
Sometimes, but mostly not.
Okay. Well, they're all very busy, and you know they have these new fiancés.
They know I care.
Right.
So yeah.
Hey, I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm just gonna be honest. How does that show work?
90 Day Fiancé?
Yeah.
You have, whoa.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this moment. No.
I really like making people plug shows they have nothing to do with.
You have one person who's from America, and then one person from another country.
Okay.
And the person from the whatever country they're from is in America on the spousal visa.
Okay,
so they have 90 days to get married, or they have to go back to.
Got it. So the show basically puts them with a stranger.
Yes.
And
or no. Sometimes they meet online before.
Oh, gotcha. So it's not.
Yeah. It depends. Each situation's different.
Okay. And what percentage is it working out on old 90 Day Fiancé?
There's ones that have really worked out.
Really?
Yeah.
But like what percentage, Maude? What are we talking? Like 5?
Oh my gosh. No, more than that.
No, that's good.
You have some soulmates on there.
Really?
Yes.
This is wonderful to hear. I'm happy because it doesn't sound like it should work.
It varies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only watched, I'm just gonna come clean. I watched Love is Blind. Have you watched Love is Blind?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess
Not this season.
Yeah, there's a new season. My wife and I are
season.
trying to decide if we're gonna put ourselves through it again.
And they have a Love is Blind Japan.
Do they really?
Yeah, I saw on Netflix the other day. I was like, I gotta watch
That's great. I mean, it does transfer pretty easy to other cultures. I mean, I feel like everybody understands it. It's like, you're gonna fall in love by a voice.
Right.
Like, got it, sign off. And what about The Bachelor? Do you feel like when you watch that, are you mostly rooting for true love?
I mean, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Are you?
I'm kinda, well, all right. There's a disaster element of it that I feel like makes for good TV.
But then it all like is so nice when it works out.
You're built for this. You're the perfect audience.
I'm such a sucker. I'm like always crying when they're like riding horses and
well, that's when I realized I had to step back. Like, first I had to step back because I'm like, oh, I'm enjoying this too much, like watching these people with their messy lives interact. And I felt bad about myself as a person. But then I realized I had to step back because I'm like, also I'm more invested in their love than I am in any of the friends and family. And I'm fully crying about these people that I've never met, and I think that this is unhealthy.
No, I can relate to that. That's why I message them. I'm like, I care so much. And also, I always am messaging people, like I'll watch like a random Netflix docuseries and like some random person who's doing an interview. I'll find them on Instagram and be like, hope everything's going well.
By the way, I just want to celebrate the fact that I think I've never met anyone who uses social media just to, like, check in on people.
No, like, my, like, you up text is, like, sliding into a 90-Day Fiancé cast member's DMs asking if everything's okay.
It's really great. I like to think that the 90-Day Fiancé, when they have their reunion thing, they just talk about you. They're like, are you getting these weird texts?
This weird girl.
You know this girl from Euphoria? Is she asking you if you're okay all the time? It's like, yeah.
No,
we should ask her if she's okay.
Oh, God, that's so embarrassing. I'm like, Darcy, if you see this, I always text her, I love you.
Oh, that's great. Darcy, if you see this, I think the love is real. And I think you should stop ignoring it. Whatever you're looking out there for in 90 days is sitting right in this chair. Hey, Ma, thank you so much for being here. It's such a delight to have you. Maude Apatow, everybody. The season finale of Euphoria airs this Sunday at HBO. We'll be right back with more Late Night.